Back with another video for you today, and today we're talking about the House of Oud. They just launched 3 new fragrances, Live-In Colors, this one right here, Just Before, this one right here, and The Time or Tea Time, this one right here. You're also going to have a chance at winning one of these bottles as a bottle of your choice, 1 prize, and 3 prizes of 7 ml samples of all 3 fragrances. 4 total prizes, USA giveaway, all coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So the House of Oud just launched these 3 new fragrances. They're a 2018 launch. They are currently sold at Lucky Scent. I have a link in the info box. You can head over there and find out all information about these fragrances, perhaps buy a bottle or buy samples. But I've been a fan of the House of Oud for some time. I did a video last year with another reviewer, Lola Sense. We went over the fragrances as samples and we basically gave our first impressions. And they are called the House of Oud, but these 3 fragrances are in no way oud fragrances. In fact, these are very, very easy to wear, complex fragrances. Some freshies, some a little more complex, but I'll tell you all about them. I wanted to show you also the presentation of the fragrances, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with the one called Live-In Colors, and this is this one right here. So Live-In Colors, as you can see, the bottle is absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite bottle. I think it's the color combination of this particular fragrance bottle that I like compared to the others, although the blue one's pretty cool too. So this is a 75 ml bottle. It's EDP or the Perfume concentration, and the bottles retail for $220 for a 75 ml. So this is how the bottle sits, like this, but to spray it, you take it out and it's like this, and this is weighty. It's got some weight to it. That's why it holds the bottle really nicely. And then to spray, you basically just spray it like that. This is my favorite actually out of the 3, but they're all really great. Tell you the notes in this one. So we've got notes of lemon, grapefruit, red fruits, ginger, pink pepper, musk, hinoki wood, and amber. So this one is so refreshing, so refreshing. It starts off with a big juicy blast of lemon with grapefruit and those red fruits. To me, they smell like berries, so they could be berries. I think most red fruits are berries, pretty much. Strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and cherries, and things like that. But beautiful, very, very refreshing, absolutely refreshing. I love that about it. And the more I sample berry fruit fragrances, the more I like them. There was a time I wasn't really into raspberries and cherries and fragrances, but this one is so refreshing. It's pretty darn amazing, and the color fits the notes. I don't know if that's a coincidence, if that's what they're going for, but when I see the color of this bottle, that's what I get. In the heart, you get a little bit of zinginess from the spicy ginger, and also you got a little bit of pink pepper there. It's a little spicy in the heart, but you still pick up that juicy citruses and then the berries along with the spiciness of the ginger and the pink pepper. And then in the base, it dries down to a musky amber with some touches of that hinoki wood that they have in the base, but absolutely beautiful. This one is just really, really fun to wear. It's fun and refreshing at the same time. And I think what gives it the fun factor of this fragrance is the red fruits. That part I really, really like, and it blends so well with the citruses at the top that you gotta actually experience it to see what I'm talking about, because it's tart and juicy, but also sweet and berry-like. And then that ginger that comes in the heart spices things up a little bit. This is really, really a gorgeous scent. You gotta check it out. So this is Live-In Colors. So the next one we're gonna talk about is Just Before. This is the bottle right here. Now this is, I mean, it's not that I don't like this bottle. It's my least favorite of the bottles of the 3. But I think it definitely matches the color of the scent. It really absolutely does. So when I smell this fragrance, it does have the colors do come to mind. So this is just before a 75 ml bottle, EDP, $220 for a 75 ml bottle like this. Again, if you want to find out more information, I have a link to Lucky Scent below. For notes, you have bergamot, lemon, saffron, Palo Santo, ylang ylang, myrrh, vanilla, benzoin, amber, and sandalwood. So this one is very, very woody, but the thing I first smelled without even checking out notes, immediately I started smelling like something almondy. So if you don't know what Palo Santo is, according to Lucky Scent, it is a wood that the Incas used to burn. It's considered a holy wood. I've been seeing Palo Santo pop up in fragrances a lot lately. It's become kind of like the in kind of wood. And with this one, it's sweet. It reminded me of almonds. Like as soon as I sprayed it, I thought this like interesting almondy touch to it. So I was like, is this a gourmand? It's slightly bordering sweet, so maybe it's acting a little bit like gourmand, but there are no gourmand notes here. It's all about the woods. So basically it starts off fresh, you spray it, and then you got the bergamot and lemon with a little bit of saffron. And then in the heart you have the Palo Santo. So Palo Santo, ylang ylang, and some myrrh in the heart. And this is where it starts reminding me of almonds. The wood, I guess the Palo Santo kind of has this like a milky butteriness and creaminess, and that's what kind of reminds me of I'm smelling almonds, which kind of makes it cozy, very, very cozy. Even though it's a wood, it acts very gourmandish to me. But I think it gets even more gourmand as it's drying down, because it dries down to like vanilla and benzoin. And vanilla and benzoin actually is very vanillic to me anyway, and then vanilla as well. So they work very sweet to me, and that's, I think the whole combination of the notes kind of comes off sweet and slightly gourmandish. It's not definitely gourmand, like it's not full-on gourmand, even though it has that vanilla note, but it just acts like it. And that makes it very, very cozy, even though it's like mostly woody notes, the Palo Santo and the sandalwood and things like that. But the vanilla, I think, with the combo of the other notes, but the Palo Santo kind of acts almondy. So if you like almond fragrances, this one's definitely one to try. I'm gonna spray some on. And the sprayers for the House of Oud spray really fine, like they've really targeted sprays. So they're quite lovely. And again, this one is just before. Now it does have that citrus top, but I think as it's drying, the more it dries, the more almondy kind of creaminess comes through. So that one's just before, as I said. And last but not least, we have the Thyme or Tea Time, this one right here. And the color of this one is beautiful as well. But as I said, this is my favorite of the two, but of the three. But they're all beautiful bottles, really, really gorgeous bottles. And this one, again, is $220, EDP concentration. It's a 75 ml bottle. And if you're curious to find out more about this, you can head over to Lucky Scent. I have a link in the info box. But for notes here, we've got bergamot, wormwood, chamomile in the top, oolong tea, iris, lemon verbena in the heart, and cedar, musk, amber, and black tea in the base. Now this is a tea fragrance lover's dream come true. It's very, very fresh. It's very, very refreshing, and also have two kinds of tea. You have the black tea, and then you also have the oolong tea. Both of the teas I love to drink and consume. That's why I love tea in fragrances. Now tea, even though it's caffeine, it's got this like caffeine boost when you drink it. But I find tea fragrances to be very, very cozy and comforting, and this is exactly what it is. But it is not one of those fragrances that's just gonna, like, you know, tire you out. It does have this freshness, vibrant quality to it, so it's refreshing along with being a tea. So let's spray this one. I'm running out of space on my arm, but I'm gonna spray it right here. I mean, as soon as you spray it, you pick up the tea-like qualities, but it starts off with the bergamot at the top, and then you also have that wormwood, which is a bit like licorice or anise, along with the chamomile. I love chamomile in fragrances, and the more I see it, the more I enjoy it. And here, I think it works perfectly with tea, because you not only have the two kinds of tea, and chamomile also is kind of a tea anyway, you can drink it. And then in the heart, you pick up that oolong tea with iris, and the lemon verbena kind of gives it a herbal citric quality at the same time, but you still pick up lots of tea. This is all about tea. The dominant note for me here is tea, because the tea is like really coming through right now, and that's when you realize that you're in the base. So you've got the cedar, the musk, the amber, and lots of tea. Tea, chamomile, oolong are the big players in this one. It's very, very refreshing. I find it to be an excellent tea scent, one that you should definitely check out. So if you don't know it, do check it out. This is The Time or Tea Time by the House of Oud. I also want to show you a little bit about how the bottle base is. So the base is it's a heavy base, and it's perfect to rest the bottle on top, as you can see. And on the bottom here, you've got some information written right there. But that's how the fragrances come. Guys, are you familiar with the House of Oud? Do you know this brand? Do you know these fragrances live in colors, Just Before and The Time? Let me know your thoughts if you've sampled them or if you've sampled any other fragrances from this house. And again, it is called the House of Oud, but these three fragrances do not have any oud in them whatsoever. They're very, very refreshing fragrances for me, but still with some substance to them, especially the one Just Before with the Palo Santo. I think it has some heft to it because of the woody notes, but very, very easy to wear. And that one I find, like I said, very gourmandish. So you might like that one if you're into gourmands. But if you like fruity fragrances, this one is the one for you to try. And of course, if you like tea, this is the one for you to try. All right, to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is let me know which fragrance that you have in your current collection reminds you of the colors of this particular fragrance. As you can see, this one is Live in Colors. And then also let me know which fragrance in your current collection reminds you of these colors for Just Before. And then last but not least, let me know which fragrance in your current collection reminds you of these colors, The Time or Tea Time. And also, please let me know which fragrance sounds the best to you. And then last but not least, please let me know what your state is. Good luck with the giveaway, guys. Also, if you have any questions or comments about this brand, please list below. Let me know your thoughts in general about the brand. Do you have any of their fragrances? Have you sampled the house? Do you like them? Let me know. Put some comments down. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.